Math, shapes, colors combine. Hi, people on the internet. I have something special for you that involves a small potato with 4 wheels and 4 rings on the grill. I got the TT painted. As some of you saw, it's been at a local body shop, Big Sky Collision, for the past couple of weeks here in Tucson, getting repainted the factory color Lake Silver Metallic. So here it is. The TT is done. Paint job is complete. I don't have the front bumper on, it's inside because I have to pull the engine and subframe still. So I told them to leave that off for now. And because I vinyl wrapped the roof on it gloss black a while back, I like the way it looked, I just don't like the way vinyl itself looks on cars. I went and had them paint the roof panel gloss black as well. I had the car PDR'd before I brought it to the body shop, so there was only minimal body work that they had to do on this car. There was just a couple little dings that were down here and on the driver's door, and as you can see, they are all gone. And I had them re-clear the jams as well, so it's all blended together. There's no harsh line or seam right here. The reason why I put all the effort into making this thing look good, and especially what I'm about to do under the hood to make this thing run as good as it looks, is that I'm giving the car away to one of you. I'll explain to you guys in a little bit the details on this giveaway. Ooh, hood pop. But first, I gotta tear the engine out. Because that's a logical thing you do after you just have a car freshly painted. You tear the engine out. Ooh, I haven't seen under here yet. They even cleaned underneath the engine bay for me when they painted the car. That was really nice of them. I've been wanting to do a giveaway since I started taking YouTube seriously, but I could never do it because it's a ton of work to do merchandise, design merchandise, and ship stuff out, etc., etc. Oh, you were plugged in, weren't you? Take you out to dinner and never call you again. Don't you dare talk about Dorothy Mantooth like that. She's a saint. I'm either gonna replace these with OEM brand new headlights or wet sand and clear coat those. Pull you off. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4? Nope. 9. I appreciate Audi engineering, the fact that you can take off the nose in the service position. Smart. Smart engineering. Test the waters. Good. Actually, it makes me sad in a way that I'm giving this car away because this is the best it's ever looked and it's gonna be the best it's ever ran, and then it's gonna leave my life. Presto Drano. Okay, time to train its lifeblood out. Actually, I think coolant is more like sweat than blood. Because oil would be like blood, and gasoline would be like the car's urine. Trickle. On today's edition of Automotive Bodily Fluids with Sarah, this was brand new coolant too. How sad. There we go. After cooler pump, take this off. Kind of wish the MR2 had one of these. I like the concept behind it. This thing runs for an additional 5 minutes after you shut the engine off to keep the coolant circulating, help cool things down, aid gravity. Caught most of it. That coolant hose is off. Making a huge mess. I just mopped yesterday. Oh well. That's how you do it one-handed. You put your back into it. Alright, good enough. I know some of you subscribe to this channel because of the Audi, and you're probably sad that this is not going to be on my channel after 2 more months from now, but don't worry. I'm going to be replacing it with something that I promise you will be happy about. Let's see if I can do this without damaging anything, because then that's just more stuff I end up having to buy and replace on this. There we go. Oh Jesus, it's heavy. No, 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 no. That is absolutely disgusting in there. That will be cleaned, without a doubt. That doesn't go there. That goes right back there. That's what I call cleaning up. I have no hardware anywhere. It's all in its original holes. Just components and car. I feel like there's almost limitless places I can stick this thing and it will still be cute. That's not what he said. You supervise today, all right? Okay, so the details on how you can win TeeTer ToT right here. I'm gonna put the link in the video description below where you can go to sign up with your email for a chance to win. Every dollar you spend on powerjdm.com will give you 1 entry. However, if you use your email at sign up on that link and also enter email when you're checking out, you get double entries for every dollar you spend. And those dollars go towards merch that I worked with them directly coming up with merch ideas that specifically related to TeeTer ToT. And I basically was just sending them random pictures from like Napoleon Dynamite and just different Audi inspired things. Purpling. I personally feel like they absolutely nailed it because I wanted the merch designs to be as weird as the stuff that goes through my head. And the pictures I was sending them, they probably thought I was deranged. I feel like this giveaway is a lot different than other giveaways on YouTube because I've had this car for several years now. Yeah, there you go. Turbo condom for a cow. For a cow's turbo cow udders. I really hope that whoever wins it appreciates this car and gives it the home that it deserves. I'm labeling all of these hoses so there's no mistaking which goes to which. Because some of these are fuel lines, some of these are vacuum lines, and just in case Charlie puts this stuff back together, he'll know exactly what was what. This one right here went to the aftercooler. I feel like for every 5 intelligent ideas an Audi engineer had when they designed a car, they had one where they just phoned it in. I have the engine almost ready to pull out. Everything is disconnected with the exception of one part of the engine harness. Right here. Had I been the engineer that designed this, I would have put a Deutsch connector right there in the center of that harness to separate it to 2 pieces. It would have made maintenance way easier. Maybe I'll mod it and do it myself. Yep, just like I thought. The low oil level sensor. Ooh, jeez. The giveaway on this thing is gonna end in exactly 60 days. So, no matter what, I have to have this car done. And I should do a car review before I give it away too. A car review will happen. Eek! Come out. Got the ABS line disconnected. The brake line is removed from the side of the frame rail. Just gotta disconnect this brake line at the back of the caliper. I got 1, 2, 3, 4. Those bolts and the subframe should drop out. I'm showing you this on camera because I'm probably not gonna be able to do that while I'm doing this at the same time. This is gonna be sketchy to do this by myself. It's amazing how many 13 mil bolts are on this car. It's lots of them. Man, this thing's got a lot of nuts. Concentrating. B-O-V. There's a lot of crap that has to be disconnected to pull the engine on this car. I have like half a roll of duct tape, masking tape, whatever. That I made labels out of. This is bananas. Almost. I got the transmission wire to disconnect still. Come on. I got it. No, my phone's ringing. Hello, tomorrow. I waited until the next day to finish this because with this having new paint, I don't want to risk scratching anything, pulling this engine out myself, so I summoned a Charlie. With fresh new paint, it's kind of dumb to take that risk.
No, it helped, definitely benefits to have two people.
18 and 13, it's like the Ranger. You have no idea how excited I am to clean this stuff up. I want this transmission and the engine mounts and all the aluminium pieces looking fresh and brand new on here. Like that starter. Pretty sure that's not supposed to be charcoal. Oh, it's a magnet. I found a magnet just stuck to this. And I don't know what it goes to. It's like a robot's nipple. Whoever wins this car, I hope you take care of it and appreciate it. Don't trash this thing. Be good to it.
All right, go down.
Lowering.
Down. Down more. Stop.
I did. I disconnected everything. Good job, me.
Keep going. Good.
I got a drip pan that I'm gonna hit in a second.
That's it. That's all the way down. Back. Or maybe
Now
not.
it is.
Yes, now.
Aha! I've always wanted to do this to this car. Ever since I first got it, I've always wanted this out of here. Ah, finally. Ooh, it bounced.
Yeah, I know, but there's quite a bit of weight. Quite a bit of weight on it.
Okay. Ready?
Go until the wheels in the back touch.
That's what I'm gonna do. What I'd like to do is strap this thing to the lift. Now that the engine's out, I'm gonna go through and order every little plastic clip and connector I can find on this thing that is cracked, chipped, or damaged in any way whatsoever. Clean everything, replace anything that's damaged, including the clutch and flywheel, which comes to an issue that I have discovered. If you guys remember, I replaced my factory turbo with another KO4 022 because I had a broken stud on the exhaust side, so I just put another used turbo on here. Well, this one has a lot of forward and backwards play. Nothing up and down, but I'm gonna put another turbo on here. Not one to make a 10 more power per se, but like an upgraded KO4, maybe a ball bearing upgraded one, or a Franken Turbo F23. Starter. Ah, there's the flywheel. The culprit of all these problems. Look how easy it spins. This is so much easier to do with the subframe out of the car. I wish I would have did this when I did the timing belt and water pump and all that other stuff. Are you out? There we go. I could not imagine doing this while it's in the car. The hell with that. Hey look, there's rubber on the bottom and goo. Yeah, I gotta disconnect the axle. Oh, that's a particular situation right there. Ah, I have the cast bracket, not the steel one. I gotta do something sketchy to get to the lower bolts. Kinda downfall of having this thing sitting on a cart. I'm gonna use the engine hoist and pick this thing up by the motor mounts and then stick my hand underneath there. I'm lifting myself up off the ground. What happens if I get off? That's what he said. You're welcome. An intelligent human being would have disconnected the dog bone while the engine was still in the car. That's what an intelligent human being would have did. Come on. Got it. I need to hoist the engine separately. Math, shapes, colors, combine. Yeah, this is too heavy for just one Sarah. As you can see, I have the subframe separated. The transmission and the transfer case also are separated, but the engine hoist is attached to the transmission and the engine at the same time. That mathematically doesn't compute. I don't know how math applies. I've been sitting here ordering parts now for the past hour and change since I'm kind of at a stopping point. And I have a Franken-Turbo F23 on the way for the TT. It's the turbo I originally wanted for this car when I first started the project. It's basically a badass upgraded billet version of the factory turbo that's on here. So this car will be what I envisioned in my head originally. An OEM plus, like sticking with what the original Audi engineers intended, but enhanced version of the TeeTer ToT. And also I spent like $500 on new plugs and plastic clips and doodads that were broken in the engine bay. So yeah, anyway, I'll see you guys soon with another video on probably the Ranger and some updates on the TT. And remember how to win the TeeTer ToT, link down in the description below. Sign up with your email for double entries. Bye.